Hi, welcome back to Elements in Focus. I'm Grant Soliven, Manager of Advisor Operations. And joining me today, always the amazing, the wonderful Director of Financial Planning, Rheaume. Aaron, good morning. How are you, brother?
I am well, Grant. It is a beautiful Indiana morning and love doing these with you. So let's get this baby kicked off.
Let's get it kicked off indeed. So hopefully your allergies are okay. Aaron, I took lots of meds for mine, and luckily we did because we're talking about an important topic. So I need full nasal clarity. And in your life after work, folks, remember 5 critical elements that we cover. Success is never dependent upon a single metric. It takes a whole lot of things working together to reach financial success. But what we found through our years of doing planning is that any one of these 5 critical elements, we call them critical for a reason, is that if something happens in one of these areas, it could completely unwind everything you've worked so hard to build. So Aaron and I go through and take elements in focus and break down each critical element one by one and give you something to chew on. And so the first one we're going to cover your life after work, at least in this episode today. And Aaron, we're talking about Social Security again. But here's what we need to keep in mind, folks. We're going to cover 2 specific areas. What happens when you, or how do you take a benefit when you're divorced? And what are some things to keep in mind? And then we've often get this, Aaron, all through planning that we do with families. I'm married, currently married. My Social Security is significantly lower than my spouse's. Should I file and take half of theirs, and how do I do so? So, Aaron, let's cover the first one: divorce benefit, Social Security, my friend.
Yeah, thank you, Grant. Having a divorced benefit is a topic a lot of people don't really think about. You're like, what in the world can I file off an ex-spouse? Well, in some cases, yes, you can, but there has to be very specific criteria met. One of them being the marriage had to last 10 years or longer. You have to be over age 62 to be able to take that benefit. But there are options for spouses that are divorced. And so if you find yourself in that situation, please contact us and we can talk through that to see if you are eligible to receive an ex-spouse's benefit, because that is it. It is an option. So the other thing, Grant, you mentioned is the spousal filing. This used to be a large planning topic probably 5 or 6 years ago, where we could do file and suspend. But there are options for taking part of your spousal benefit as well. So you want to cover that?
Absolutely, Aaron. Thanks for teeing me up. Like Aaron said, I remember back in 2012, 13, being able to play around with a couple hundred, not just a couple hundred different filing and suspending options of Social Security. We had a huge network of Social Security options that we could pull from. Unfortunately, Congress got together, nullified that ability. But don't worry, as Aaron said, there's still things you can do. So, for example, if you are currently married and your spouse has a much higher Social Security benefit than you, and mathematically it makes sense to take half of theirs, and you're not going to touch your benefit, then you can file to take half of your spouse's benefit. Now, the most you can receive is 50%. In order to receive that 50%, you have to file at least at your full retirement age. There's a lot of misinformation out there, meaning that saying that, oh, hey, you can file at 62 and get half of your spouse's benefit. You can indeed file for their spouse's benefit at 62, but you're going to take a reduced amount. So the highest you can get is 50%. How you get that is by filing for half your spouse's benefit at your full retirement age. And so once you take that, though, you're claiming your spouse's benefit, and unfortunately, your benefit no longer gets to increase. So there's a couple things you have to think through. There's a couple mathematical scenarios you've got to play out, and that's why, to echo Aaron's point, contact us, help us work through, or help. We can help you work through those situations, and we can give you the right advice you need, and to make sure this is the right thing for you to do. Just because the number's higher doesn't always necessarily mean it's going to be the best plan long term. So, if you're looking to contact one of our team members to go through this, please reach out to us 800-928-4001. If you're new to FEG, please reach out for next steps meeting. It's complimentary. We go through all 5 critical elements in our meetings together. We talk about Social Security. It's one of the hot topics for many of our families. And you can reach all of us at talktofeg@yourlifeafterwork.com. Thank you for spending your time with us this morning on Elements of Focus. We'll see you in the next one.